Memento Mori Stories, a podcast that reminds us that we will die and that celebrates the deeply personal and sometimes whimsical ways we create to remember death and cherish life. How we bridge the gap, the sometimes deep, painful, and soul-searching gap between life and death. How we remember those we have loved, the things we keep, the phrases we use, the foods we prepare, the places we hold dear. This is your invitation to listen generously to one such story, a Memento Mori story.
What I sent was a picture of a little teeny heart-shaped silver box with my initials on the top. My mother gave that to me. It was my mother's, I think. She gave me that. I don't remember that there was a ring in it for me when I received it. But there's a ring in it now, and the ring that's in it now belonged to my mother. And I keep it up on my bureau, and it's right by a picture of my mother. And she died in 2001. It's just a very sweet reminder of her, and also I like the fact that the heart shape itself signifies, love and affirmation. She gave it to me some years ago. I don't exactly remember even the occasion. It just seems like it's almost always been mine, but I fully know that it wasn't. It wasn't something I got at birth or anything like that. It was probably given to me when I was a teenager or maybe older, but it didn't have anything to do, as I recall, with, my getting married or my engagement or anything. When I see the little ring box on my bureau, I actually see it every single day. I think of my mother probably in a nice way every day. And the other thing is that it has to be polished once in a while. So there's a little maintenance on it. You have to polish it and burnish it the way you do a relationship. So I feel that connection tactily and also visually. I think the way that this little ring memento, the shape of it and the feel of it, makes me feel pretty presently in love with my own life right now. And my mother had some issues in her life. All of us do. Pretty serious things that she had to overcome and that I resented from time to time. So I think that the fact that I see this, the heart shape, it reminds me that she was thinking of me, which was important for me. Then this little gift was something that probably was hers at one point. I think she may have even had the initials put on for me, my little maiden name initials. And that's what I see when I look at that every day. I keep this little ring thing, as I said, on my bureau, and it's actually in front of a very sweet little photo of my mother when she was 70. She was a beautiful woman. I favor my father's side of the family. She was beautiful at 70, at 80. She never lost her beauty or her good looks. So I think that this little memento of her, which is so perfect in its little shape and the way it just sits there sort of importantly in front of this little picture, there are two things that are connected there.
Thanks for listening. Compassion and listening are so valuable in bringing healing to our lives after loss. So, how about you? Do you have a story about something that reminds you of a special someone, a beloved pet, an event, or a place that brings comfort? Please contact Memento Mori Stories through this podcast or our Facebook or Instagram pages. I would love to hear from you.